Hi, welcome to Astronomy 5 Lab, Extra Credit Edition. I'm your host, Jesse Corson, and today we'll be talking about an underrated but highly appreciated star cluster, the Pleiades. Yes, it's a cluster of stars, but it also has a dramatic Greek origin. A tale of seven sisters. Luckily, we have professor and historian William Charles III to explain the full story.
The Pleiades were the seven sisters in Greek mythology, were the daughters of the Titan Atlantis. Atlas. It is said that many of the male gods of Olympus engaged in affairs with these fine seven ladies of the stars. However, I wasn't brought here to talk about the naughtiness or the philandering of Greek gods. I was brought here to talk about how seven sisters became seven stars. After the death of their father Atlas, not Atlantis, the Pleiadian sisters committed suicide because of the great grief they felt for the death of their father. Now Zeus, being responsible for the creation or the sexual degradation of many of the sisters, it's really hard to tell. Obligated, I'm sure he was, to do something for these seven sisters, created seven stars out of their seven bodies. And now they are immortalized in the night sky, and as we historians like to say, Zeusy in the sky with diamonds. Action.
The Pleiades not only has an interesting cultural background, but one based in cold, hard scientific facts. Next up, we have astrophysicist Dr. Blaise Epstein to tell us those facts.
The Pleiades are an open cluster in the Taurus constellation. You can see them here. And here's Taurus, and here's Orion. They're actually drifting over time closer and closer to the feet of Orion in this direction. And it's a cluster of a lot of hot, middle-aged B-type stars, about 100 million years old. There are also a number of brown dwarfs within the cluster that make up about 25% of it, but only 2% of its mass, which is very interesting. The most interesting thing about the Pleiades, though, is that they're about 410 light years away, right? So we know their distance. We can plot their magnitude on a Hertzsprung-Russell diagram, and then based off of their distance from the main sequence, determine how far away they are. So we can use that information to then plot other stars where we don't know their distance, and then see their difference between the Pleiades and the main sequence and all of this, and we can figure out approximately how far those stars are, and know their distance based solely upon the distance of the Pleiades from us.
The Pleiades also plays a role in contemporary culture, such as in the automobile company Subaru, which is the Japanese word for Pleiades. More with Dr. William Sutherland.
I'm out.
Like I was saying, the seven stars on the Subaru logo is an artistic rendering of the star cluster itself. So, thanks for tuning in to Astronomy 5 Lab, and make sure to tune in next week for your favorite constellation.
I'm out!
Remember, kids, you're the real stars.
I'm lost, I'm a ghost, dispossessed.